Hi, David Chomet. Are you bogged down because you spend a lot of time scheduling appointments? I want to talk about ways that are free to automate that process so that you can get to the important stuff, like actually going to the appointments or other work that you're involved in. If this is the first time that you've seen any videos by me, please like and subscribe and make a comment below so that I can make my videos more useful to you, the small business person. Now let's get to the issue of time. I've noticed that particularly as you get to larger groups, if you want to schedule a meeting with more than one other person, you can spend a lot of time going back and forth, a lot. Emails, phone calls, text messages. How do you do that better? The two products I'm about to recommend to you have been around for a while, and as they have matured, they've gotten a whole lot better. And best of all, they both have free options, which will allow you to do a lot without adding any cost to the bottom line. The first of these two products is something called Calendly. I've included a link to my personal Calendly site up there so that if you want to make an appointment with me, you can do it. In fact, it's a call to action. Why don't you click on that link and see what it looks like as a user, as a consumer? I'm about to show you some of the pictures from behind the scenes about what it looks like. It's super easy to set up one of these accounts. And as I said, it's free. So what can you do with a Calendly account? You can tie it to your actual calendar. It's very simple to connect it. And you can connect it to a series of Google Calendars. For example, I have my business tied to one Google Calendar. I have my personal attached to another one. And I have other calendars. So as a result, I know that I have blocked out the times on my business side, on my personal side, and in fact the games for my son as well. What Calendly allows you to do is prevent anyone from scheduling at those times. That way, when Calendly says you're free, you know that you're free. You can also set the times of day, what your work day looks like, the number of days in your work week. You can do a lot to personalize the amount of time and times that you're available. Now, the free option of Calendly only allows you to set one type of meeting, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. What I've done is set it to an hour meeting for me, knowing that if I'm scheduling something shorter, it's okay. In addition, you can set in Calendly something that will allow you to put a buffer on either side of the meeting. So if you schedule a meeting at 2, no one can schedule you at 1 or at 1:30. That way you have a little bit of time to go between meetings. The other product that I want to discuss with you is Doodle. Now, Doodle's more effective than Calendly when you have several people that you want to connect with. You don't need a complete set of people in order to send out that list. All you have to do is create the doodle, the poll, and some available times. It requires a little bit more work from you up front and for this specific meeting, because what you're essentially doing is sending out a poll of potential meeting times to everyone involved. Then all you do is copy the link to the poll and send it out. People can participate, receive information about the poll results, and can pick whatever times they choose. This is very convenient if you have a meeting with 3, 4, or more people. It's pretty quick as things go, and that way you don't have to spend a lot of time asking people, well, Wednesday works for Johnny. Does it work for Mary? Does it work for Billy? Does it work for Annette? Those days are done. Doodle also has something similar to Calendly in terms of setting meetings, but one of the things I don't like about the Doodle system is that you can't block off times. With the Calendly system, I can say, on Mondays, I don't take any appointments before noon, ever. On Doodle, I would have to set up something on my Google Calendar to block off those times as a repeating appointment. On Calendly, all I do is say, no meetings before noon, no meetings between 12 and 4, and you can specify that from the start with Calendly. The advantage to Doodle, though, is the person who picks an appointment can pick 2 or 3 times that they're available And you will receive that as an email saying, here are 3 times when Johnny's available to meet. And then you pick the time from those times. It allows a little bit more flexibility than the Calendly option does at this point. Either way, both of these are automated and useful ways for you to speed up the appointment process, where you can be making appointments in your sleep, deciding when meetings will happen while you're not paying attention, and it allows you to spend more time on your business, thereby saving you valuable time. David Chomet from Chomet Solutions. If you've liked this video, again, please subscribe, add a like, make a comment. Thank you.